Thursday, March 17th, Combo Enterprises, ITD, and Jack in the Box. Good morning. Tomas Manglona, the KUAM News team, joined us now. Good morning, Tomas.
Good morning, Chris.
So what was supposed to be an eventful day in CNMI politics ended up being an eventful day in CNMI politics because the event that was supposed to happen didn't happen, but the way it didn't happen made it almost even more eventful. Did you get that?
Yeah. So basically what Chris is talking about is that the pre-hearing conference in the Senate impeachment trial was supposed to happen yesterday at 10 a.m., but that was postponed to next Monday because it appears that there's some things that the Senate has to work out within itself. Yesterday, we reported on Primetime the stories up on YouTube and Facebook. That you can read there. But basically, some senators are starting to recuse themselves or decline involvement further, whether that's in the impeachment committee or in the entire process itself. And so the pre-hearing conference that was supposed to happen yesterday was again rescheduled to Monday, and that would basically set the timetable, the ground rules for both parties to basically agree to the terms for when the impeachment trial would essentially begin. And so we won't know that news until Monday. But there were some interesting communications between senators. The first of which came from Senator Teresita Santos, who's an independent on paper, and she wrote to the Senate President Jude Hofschneider. She says in this letter dated March 14, "Thank you for the opportunity to serve as a member of the Senate Special Committee on the Impeachment Rules. However, at this time, I respectfully decline my appointment." So Senator Teresita Santos decided that she declined to be part of the Impeachment Rules Committee. However, Senator Jude Hofschneider took issue with that, and he issued his own letter to the senator. Wanted to share a bit of that with you. This was sent to her this week. Senate President Jude Hofschneider said, "I'm in receipt of your letter dated March 14 declining your appointment to serve as a member of the Senate Special Committee on the Impeachment hearing. Your letter does not state a reason or justification for declining your appointment. Therefore," he says, "I hereby reject your letter declining your appointment to the special committee." He continues to add, "On March 10, I created the Senate Special Committee on the Impeachment hearing and appointed members of the special committee pursuant to his authority." And he says, "Your appointment to the special committee is not voluntary or an option, but an order, assignment, and undertaking to participate in the special committee on the impeachment hearing." And later in his conclusion, he wrote a pretty forceful statement here to Senator Santos in the CNMI, saying, "Declining to accept your appointment without good reason is tantamount to neglect of duty, which may be sanctioned." And so Senate President Jude Hofschneider basically saying that Senator Santos will have to participate in the Senate impeachment proceedings moving forward. But also making news, this letter from March 8 was just released and given to the media. And this one, Chris, coming from the Republican in the Senate, Senator Justo Quiriguat.
Oh, yeah, Senator Justo, right?
Yes, and he decided to recuse himself entirely from the Senate's impeachment process.
When did he decide this?
This was on March 8th, but we just we got I asked and we got the letter and it hasn't been reported. So we shared this. We broke this news yesterday.
How early was that in this process?
It was pretty early, and here's what he had to say, because apparently he expressed this early on in the process. He says, "Sometime during the first part of February 2022, this is Senator Quiriguat on Saipan, he says, in the president's conference room with some members of the leadership present, I verbally expressed that I will be recusing myself in participating during the impeachment hearing process and vote due to my personal conflict of interest." And he continues to say, in the spirit of transparency and respect to the conflict of interest provision, he's going to do that. But here's exactly why he's decided to take his hands off this entire process. He says, Governor Ralph Torres's maternal grandfather is my mother's sibling. And in our close-knit community and Chamorro culture, familial relationship is intrinsically recognized and respected. He adds, as an elected official, I perform my duties in the public interest. I avoid circumstances which compromise my ability to make impartial judgments on any basis other than the public good. I firmly believe that if there is something that could reasonably be deemed to compromise my impartiality or has the appearance of impropriety, I must abstain or recuse myself in order to maintain public confidence. He adds, for the foregoing reasons, I am officially and respectfully informing you, President and the Chairman of the Impeachment Committee, that I will recuse myself from participating in the impeachment hearing process and from voting on the articles of impeachment when it comes before the full Senate of a judgment vote. So,
how is he related again?
Let me just read this out.
Sorry.
Governor Ralph Torres's maternal grandfather is his mother's sibling.
So Governor Ralph Torres's mom's grandpa is his
Mom's sibling.
Wow, mom's sister. Oh, that's close.
Yeah. And Chris, a few takeaways from this news yesterday. Of course, the inner workings of the Senate somewhat making its,
these are the procedural. This is the procedural chess.
It is.
Right?
I asked Senate President Jude Hofschneider yesterday because if he's obligating Senator Teresita Santos to serve in these impeachment proceedings, then does that same obligation fall into Senator Quiragua's lap? Obviously, Senator Santos gave a two-liner without an explanation. Senator Justo Quiragua there clearly outlining why he's decided to recuse himself. This is interesting. So now we've thought that this is going to be a vote of 9 Senate members, but now it's going to be a vote of 8. And I think if Senator Justo Quiragua is going to be setting the standard for this impeachment trial proceedings, we've had Senator Vinny Sablan, who's Lieutenant Governor Ralph Torres' running mate, and we repeatedly asked him on the show if he's going to recuse himself or change his type of involvement because of his relationship and his running with Governor Ralph Torres. He didn't really directly answer the question, but I find it interesting to see whether or not how Senator Vinny Sablan's involvement might change, given that Senator Justo Quiragua seems to be setting the standard in terms of a relationship with the governor, and how that might seem as a conflict of interest in the final vote. So I asked Senate President Jude Hofschneider if he's accepting Senator Justo Quiragua's recusal. I'm not really sure how that works out in the Senate, if it even needs to be accepted, or if Senator Justo Quiragua at the very end, just like in the in the lower house, how one member abstained throughout the entire vote. If Senator Justo Quiragua technically recuses himself, but really just abstains from voting. Quiragua, yeah.
Okay.
So, and so we'll continue to see next Monday. Senator Carl King Abers, who's the chair of all of these pre-hearing matters as well. He says he declined an interview. He says he's too busy. Asked for 5 or 10 minutes of his time. We'll see if he can afford 5 minutes with the media. But he says he's busy. So hopefully on Monday something happens, because he's apparently working on it. So we'll see.
Right on. 5 minutes with you, though? That's like 30 minutes.
Well, lots of questions. And again, this impeachment trial just can't seem to get off the ground. From the impeachment trial rules adoption, where 2 senators almost fought each other, to the current process where there's a war of words happening. Yesterday, most people declined a phone or video interview. They gave us these letters, and so in requesting for interviews with the senators, instead we got these letters dated a week or so ago. But it did reveal a lot of the inner workings of the Senate, and possibly how, Chris, this impeachment trial might very well carry into November.
Wow.
Which will further drive home some public sentiment that we've reported on, in terms of leave it up to the people
Right.
let them
Let the
vote
election
him out or
be
vote
the
him back
impeachment
in.
trial, basically.
Right, the
Yeah.
ultimate referendum, some
Right.
call it. So,
Yeah, they do call it that. Yeah.
that's some of the latest in the CNMI, and hopefully in the next day or two we'll also get a COVID update because it's been a minute. The CNMI has been reporting double-digit cases. It reported its 31st death recently,
Yeah.
and so we're going to be tracking all of that for you.
All right. Well, I appreciate your hard work, Tomas.
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Right on. Got it. How's your hard drive journey going?
Uh,
Guys, it's on our
It's
social
going
media.
well. Yeah, we just posted it on Instagram. Team KUAM is hitting the gym. We're spending this month with Steel Athletics.
Right.
Sabrina leading the team. It's on Hotspot, and so it's great. Today's our rest day. Thank God.
Oh, wow. Oh, dang. You got a rest
Yeah,
day.
so I got to wake up at 6 a.m. and not
Wow.
4.
Sleep in.
Yeah, sleeping in. And
Wow.
so it's great. I mean, Lacey, Isaiah, Daniel, Tyler, Bree, just a good time. I wouldn't do this alone, so I'm glad we're all doing it together.
I see some changes, man.
Thanks, Chris.
Give
You
us a little
too.
flex, dude.
Yeah, no, not
Come on,
doing
man.
that. No.
Come on.
No.
Okay.
Follow my Finsta, and if you don't know it, that means you're not following it.
Finsta.
Oh, Jason just walked in when I said Finsta.
Yeah,
I heard if you
yeah.
say Finsta 3
Jason
times,
has-
Jason appears.
Yeah. Hi, Jay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Not an Instagram guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
not at all.
that's true.
I
Sorry.
deleted my account.
It's another website. I can't
Yeah.
say it.
No,
Yeah.
I deleted my account 4 years ago.
All right.
Yeah.
But I'm still on Snapchat.
Thank you, guys.
Wow,
Yeah.
what's your Snapchat handle?
It's private.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, I chose creativity over
This
vanity.
what did he say? I don't do Instagram, but I'm on Snapchat.
Yeah, it's funny because Jace is like the most tech savvy person in this entire island, and he's not on Instagram.